Sorry, y'all. I don't know what the living hell is going on right now. It keeps just switching which way it wants to put me. This is nuts, man. Dude, the camera just keeps flipping. That's all it's doing. It's never done this before. Never done this before. Okay, this is fun, guys. I'm having a blast. I'm having so much fun. I'm having so much fun right now. I'm working on it, guys. I don't know what the heck is going on here. It's always got to be something. It's always got to be something. Why can't I just have a day where it's just everything is working, huh? Why can't I just have a day where everything is working? I can't touch anything. If I touch anything, we're in trouble. Okay? I'm scared. We should all be scared. Nobody move. It's like a T-Rex. If it sees movement, it's gonna go back to the way it was. You guys over on the landscape live have no idea what's going on over here. You guys are just like, oh, everything is normal. We're over on the portrait live. We've been in 7 different orientations in the last like 2 minutes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a start. What a start. What a start. This is new. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just keep this handy because I have this weird feeling I might need it again soon. To be completely honest with you, I have a feeling this isn't the last time This isn't the last they see of me, you know? This isn't the last they see of me. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? Whew. I had a day. I'm tired. I didn't sleep very well last night. Like a full moon or something. Super hot in here, hotter than normal. The curls are curling today. The curls are curling today. That is true. They are doing that today. And someone noticed a new chair. Yes, I got a new chair. I got a new chair because the other one was very not comfortable on my back. And so I went and bought a new one. Is it hot in mommy's basement? See, this is where your jokes don't even get like fun, right? Because a basement is underground, so it would be cooler. If you wanted to make a joke, you would say the attic. Be smarter when you try to insult somebody. Actually, I could just stop it at be smarter. You know? The chair, I wasn't intending on going with a brown chair. However, it's really comfy. All right. It's like super comfy. Someone's like, I like the old chair. My back didn't. So so you could that chair was like 4 years old. Yeah, that chair was like 4 years old. It was so old. Like there was no lumbar support at all. All right. Like it was absolutely horrible. This one's like super, super comfy. I can I can fall asleep in this one. We might just do the live from back here. Can y'all still hear me? We'll just do the live from back here. I get a little lean in here, man. Relax. Yeah. It does sit up taller than my old chair though, which means I need a new desk. But how old was it? It was like 4 years old. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. It didn't have any like, you sat in it, it was kind of like sitting on like, on a wooden deck. All right. So I've been waiting to get this chair. But it was not cheap, so I had to save up, you know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't just go out and buy it, you know what I'm saying? Patsy, thank you so much for becoming a super fan. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Or not super fan, a member. I really appreciate that. Same thing. One of those things. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Yeah, so I had to save up and wait and to get the new chair. So then I finally got a little money and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my chair. And it was really exciting. So, but you'd actually see it. Like I'd be leaning over in the chair because I was just trying to get my back comfy. It wasn't cool. Yes, the beard is back. Yes, we're all happy about that. Okay. Look, I'm allowed to be happy for it because it makes me more comfortable. When you guys are too happy for it, it sounds like you guys just don't like seeing my face. Like, so just thought I'd let you know. Like, If you guys get too excited about the beard growing back in, it's like, man, we had to see your face, and that was gross. So we're real glad that you, that you went away from that. Chose a better idea than that. So, yeah. Is Ari happy with my chair? She does not care. She has her own chair. Is she happy with my facial hair? Absolutely. She was not a fan. She was not a fan at all. So, yeah, not a fan of the shape of shaved Polly. So, anywho, just been busy. Just been busy trying to hire people to do stuff for me, which is like not fun. So, you know, it's really annoying because I like to have, I like to hire people and do have professionals do professional stuff. But I like working with certain types of people, I think, and if I don't like working with you, then I'm just not gonna work with you. It makes me look intelligent. Well, that's good. I'm glad it can give off that appearance. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad the beard fakes it to make it look like I'm intelligent. I'm glad it tricks y'all. I'm glad that it tricks y'all like that. It's very convenient. Very convenient. Sean, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Sean says new MAGA singles bar in town. It's called Family Relations. I think they could have gone with Family Reunion. I think it probably would have been a better name. Or like Kid Rock's, like Kid Rock's, let's see, it'd be Kid Rock's 0.1% of germs that Lysol doesn't kill, fuck Shack. That's what they should call it. They should call it the but she's my third cousin. Like that's what they should call it. But she's only my second cousin. That would be the name of the bar. You could call it a. No, I can't even say that on live. I'm gonna leave that alone. uh, I think that's why RFK I think that's why RFK likes Kid Rock so much, because he's trying to get like toxins out of food, and Donald Trump and Kid Rock looks like one of the toxins. So he said he's not afraid of germs, and that's because he used to do a little freaking nose candy off of freaking toilet seats, which is just perfect for the person that I want running the health department. You know, a guy who's just like, yeah, I used to do coke off a toilet seat. Like, all right, bro, chill, dude. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but we're not first cousins would be the name of it. That's a good one. Yeah. Or if they're into that sort of things, I mean, we're just cousins. They could call it that. They could call it We're Just Cousins. That'd be it. That'd be a good one. We're just cousins. It's not like she's my sister. I broke up with her months ago, okay? All in the family. Call it All in the Family. There you go. Why do you care? It's not your sister. If anybody's gonna be having sex with my cousin, my sister. It's gonna be me. All right. Yeah, Kid Rock is strange. He's very, very strange. He's 100% hooked up with a family member, and I will not be like, and I will not be swayed otherwise. So said, "This is my stepbrother. Don't worry." I don't think. I think stepbrother is too far out of the gene pool, right? I think stepbrother's way too far out of the gene pool for that. Thank you so much, Sean, by the way. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we gotta bring it closer to the family over here. Kid Rock was a rich kid. Rich kids still do that. They just do it in mansions and not trailer parks. Rich kids are weird. I know. I grew up with a lot of them. We're only half siblings. That's a pretty good one. Yeah. That's a pretty good one. I like that one. Yeah, there's something to be saying for kids that just like get given everything. They have way too much time on their hands. They be doing some weird shit. Daddy will take care of it. Daddy will take care of it. Now they're like becoming a father and an uncle on the same day. Yeah. We can't all be that special. We can't all be that special. Oh, Tara liked Kid Rock back in the day. What do they call Kid Rock fans? Um, kitty lovers. I think that's what they call them. If you like Kid Rock, yeah, I think they call them kitty lovers, something like that. Accomplices. They call them accomplices. Oh, that was good. That was good. I like that one. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Tatted. I appreciate that. I was not. Is that what it's called? I'm pretty sure there's a different name for it than the ditch of the elbow, by the way. Everyone listen to that song, Tara. It's okay. All right. Everybody listen to that song. It's okay. Everyone forgives you. Okay. You didn't know what you were doing back then. Okay, neither did we. Okay, I just thought, who's that redneck on meth, right? Like, didn't really think too much of it. Have Yeah, oh, we've all seen that very interesting video. Yeah, we've always seen that very interesting video. That girl, Amy, thank you so much for the party hat. I appreciate that. Tommy, thank you so much for the laughing disco. I appreciate that. Yeah, we all knew all summer long. We all knew pictures. Okay. We all watched the Cosby Show too. Okay. We didn't know what we were doing. All right. It's not our fault. Okay. Some of y'all still be out there listening to Michael Jackson. All right. So, and you know what he was doing? All right. Y'all know summer, like, yeah, summer, like Halloween will be here before you know it. And then Thriller will come on and you'll forget all about Neverland. No, it's the Puddin' Pops. It's the Puddin' Pops. It's the Puddin' Pops. I'll bring the screen up just a bit. There we go. All right, Joe. Well, we're just waiting on a couple. We had a couple phone calls a few minutes ago, but I didn't have the phone lines on left and yet, and they weren't there. So we're just waiting to see if we get any guests in here tonight. I'm just chilling. We'll just sit around. I'm just BSing over here, man. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, that was wild. I did see some of Donald Trump's presser today. Okay. I did see some of Donald Trump's presser. It was hmm. I like how many people in here are like, there's no proof on Michael. Dude, you think the proof is what I'm waiting on? Look, I listened to it too, okay? It's fine. Okay? I listened to it too. It's okay. All right? Dude was at minimum weird as shit around kids, okay? That at minimum, I don't need any evidence. I saw that with my own eyes. Okay? At minimum, dude was weird as shit around kids. Okay? That's it. Like, I don't like that's enough. Like, we don't need to I don't need evidence in court, okay? I really don't. All right. I don't need undisputed evidence for like the and a jury of their peers. I could see it. All right. Yeah. None of y'all that were like, there was no evidence. Not one of y'all would have left your kids at Michael's house. Not one of y'all. Okay. So stop. All right. Not one of y'all would have left your kids at Michael's house. Period. So I don't want to hear shit. Some of y'all don't even like your kids. Okay. And y'all still wouldn't leave them at Michael's house. All right. And don't be playing me like all y'all love all of your kids. Okay. Some of y'all had like a half dozen of those motherfuckers. There's no way you like all of them. All right. So stop. Okay. so, so, there ain't no way. And you know what? You're right. Some of your kids suck too. Yeah. Some of your kids are not good. Yeah. I see y'all. All right. It's not just no, I just want you to know like most of it is not your fault. Okay. Most of it is like some of, I mean, a little bit is right, but like not all of it, right? Some kids are just, Some kids are just bad kids, man. It's all right. You you can't, like, here's the thing. I live in like the real world, okay? I live in like the real world where I'm around people like all the time. And there's like mostly there's like a whole bunch of just like real shitty just in the way people. Okay? So everybody's kids can't be perfect because I go to Walmart, right? And I see some of y'all's kids and like they're not great, man. And everybody's like, "Oh, my kid's so great." Probably not. Probably not. Some of y'all have some real good kids. Some of y'all are like, I don't know. Y'all could have done better. Well, I had a guest and I was going to bring them up, but it's funny. I do like doing that with MAGA. I just like leaving them in my guest request box for a minute or so just to see what their patience level is and if they can wait 30 seconds before being brought up. And most of them can't. That's hilarious. Yeah. Do I even have kids? Yeah, I have one. Yeah, I have one kid. She's not an in the way person most of the time. Sometimes she's not looking where she's going and she's just walking around and people are getting in the way and I got to grab her by her collar and move her out of the way because she's being an in the way person. Sometimes, yeah. So, no, sir, there's not a matter of being perfect, okay? Like, one of y'all tell me a day that you've gone out to like the store, like what, a mall or like any of that shit, right? And you've been like, man, most of the people in here are just doing great. When was the last time you did that? When's the last time you went over there and it was like, yeah, most of these people around here are just doing great? No, you guys walk into the store, okay? And it's just a bunch of fucking in the way people getting on your fucking nerves, okay? And somewhere else, there's some parent going, oh, my little perfect kid, I love them so much. They're so great, right? Just like y'all are doing with your kids. Okay. They're being someone else's in the way person someplace else. Yeah. You're like, oh, I love them. They're so sweet. They're the best. Nope. They're an annoyance to the rest of us. Okay. We're all highly annoyed. We wish you had had less kids. Okay. So we, we all wish it, okay? We all do. Oh yeah, and oh, and some of y'all, some, oh, Jesus. And it's always so bad too. Like when I go to Walmart or some of these things, and I see people, and I'm like you're in, like I see an in the way person with like six in the way kids, and I'm like, man, you were the one that had six kids. Like, why do dumb people be fucking so much, dude? Like, stop, please. Y'all be doing too much. Yeah, I'm not saying it's all the kids, okay? I'm just saying it's about half of y'all's kids, okay? Look, I'm not one of these kids in Walmart, okay? I got beat, okay? Like, I just see, Ryan, that's honest. One out of three of my kids. See, I can deal with that. Okay, I can deal with that. I love, like, he's just, I love all three of them. One of them's a problem. See, Like that's not so hard to figure. You know what I'm saying? Like I love them all right? One of them sucks. All right? It's not like you can still love your shitty kids, right? It's fine. Y'all still love your shitty MAGA parents, right? Yeah, Kelly said my middle one is trouble. There you go. It's always the middle one, by the way. It's usually the middle one. It's usually the middle one. I mean, just factually speaking, it usually is the middle one. Just being honest about it. Yeah, some of y'all, that's true. Some of y'all's middle kids are the worst, and y'all don't even realize it because you're not paying attention to them. Some of y'all don't even know that your middle kid is the problem because you're not even paying attention to them existing. Okay? Like, where are they right now? Like, go find your middle kids. Yeah, go find you. Some of y'all don't know where your middle kids are right now. Some of y'all forgot that you had a middle kid until we just had this conversation. Like right now, you guys are like, oh yeah, I do have another one, didn't I? Yeah. I just had to wake you guys up to that. All right, y'all, please come in, send a chat, hit the like button, get the likes up. We're gonna see if we can get some people in here to have some conversations. We had a couple phone calls, but then people just disappeared. We had a couple people come in the guest request box. They all disappeared. So MAGA's running a little scared right now. I hope that's because they're all running to the recruiter's office. But I'm not sure. So I guess we'll have to find out as we go a little further. But please help, to support the live, get all this stuff. Speaking of that, Shush, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. It says, as an artist, I do not separate art from artist. I can, but the way I do that is I just really don't want to know anything about the artists. See, y'all be over here being like telling me something like, oh, my daughter will do that. Did you know what happened with so-and-so? No, I didn't even know so-and-so sang that song. I know nothing. Ari will do that to me too. She's like, oh my God, the guitar player and the band had a breakup. I'm like, I never would have even known. He was doing drugs. No clue. Had no idea. Hello? Thank you, Shush.
Hey, how's it going, man?
It's amazing. It's a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful day in America. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yeah, I actually, oh, I think I'm echoing, by the way. I don't know if you're hearing it on your end.
I am not, no.
Oh, it's all good. But yeah, I very much like his foreign policy, to be honest with you.
Okay. And what part of his foreign policy?
I think he's doing a good job in the Indo-Pacific when it comes to supporting Taiwan through arms sales for their own defense. I mean, he signed the largest arms sales package to Taiwan.
You think arms sales are going to save Taiwan?
It's a big part of it. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
Really?
Yes. China could go and snatch Taiwan whenever the fuck they feel like it. Yeah.
Well, that's one of their biggest foreign policy goals. Why haven't they yet?
Threats from America, threats from the rest of the world, optics, all sorts of shit. The reason that they haven't, but it's definitely not because of weapon sales. I'll tell you that. It's not because of lack of ability to.
So you're saying that they have the full ability, but they haven't because of American threats?
Oh, there's some of it have been through American threats. We've had, multiple presidents, throughout history that have said, you attack Taiwan, we'll deal with you. Donald Trump hasn't exactly gone back against that, right? He's been kind of, iffy on whether or not he supports him or not, but that's kind of most of his foreign policy. He kind of jumps in between whether he's for something or against something or whatever. But I'll tell you what, there's not enough weapons that fit on that island to stop China from taking them, unless that's a nuke.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, I kind of disagree with you. I mean, I agree in the sense that China does have, you know, a, a pretty good chance in taking Taiwan, but a lot of folks said that Russia would take Ukraine within
Yeah.
like a week.
And they were wrong.
And
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. But that's not the same.
yeah, I would argue it's even harder to take Taiwan because of the strait.
You do?
Absolutely.
The strait that is almost completely owned by China?
The Taiwan Strait, yeah.
Yeah, the Taiwan Strait that the Chinese are already in and like fully militarily occupy, and literally Taiwan is doing nothing to stop that.
Oh no, I mean it's the largest traversed trade route in the entire world.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that they physically occupy it. The United States does freedom of navigation exercises through it all the time.
Navigation exercise? Have they done military exercises in it?
We've not through the Strait of
and why
Taiwan
not
Strait, but in the area.
And why not?
Mostly not to completely
because it's a
China,
death sentence. Because that entire area is filled with surface-to-air missiles from China, and if they tried to do it, they would blow those planes out of the sky, and then it would be an international incident. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we just disagree on that point.
That's not really anything to disagree about, sir. That's just fact. If you read literally any military doctrine when it comes to it, or any pilot that's ever flown for any branch of our military, they'll tell you that exact thing.
Yeah, no, I actually have read quite a bit about it.
But then you should go read again.
No, I don't need to. I actually know quite a bit about the region.
Does not sound like it.
Well, that's okay.
No, it's not really.
Really?
Yeah. It's really not that great that you don't know anything about it, but yet you're talking about it as
I
if
do.
you do.
Have you been to China or Taiwan at all?
Nope, don't need to be. Yeah.
Oh, I lived there for a little while.
Congratulations, man. That has nothing to do with any of this. Now, you living in China or Taiwan does not make you an expert on China's military ability to take over Taiwan, or Taiwan's ability to defend themselves, or either of their ability to defend the Taiwanese strait. None of the Strait of Taiwan. None of that has anything to do with it. You could have lived on a houseboat in the strait, and you still would be zero qualified based off of that to talk about the ability of those two countries to defend territory.
Okay, well, your stipulation was that China is not taking Taiwan because of U.S. threats, but
I said amongst many other things. The trade routes was one of them, actually. That is the main reason that you are stating, which is why it's the main reason that I'm combating it.
It is a reason that I brought up.
No, it's the reason you brought up, sir. Please don't try to move the goalpost, okay? You said that your favorite foreign policy from Donald Trump was that we were doing these weapon sales, and that's one of the largest reasons in which they have not taken Taiwan. That is what you said. Why are we pretending like that wasn't the conversation?
But I think frankly, I mean, it doesn't really have anything to do with the United States, but I think that the reason China hasn't taken Taiwan yet is because they physically can at this point.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, again, that's totally cool for you to think that, sir. You're wrong. No one agrees with you. And I'm glad to hear your opinion.
Well, I can back it up with facts if you'd like.
And what fact is that going to be?
Well, for instance, about 50% of China's ballistic missiles were filled with water instead of fuel, and that's according to China's internal political documents, in which the commander of the Eastern Theater was subsequently fired because of corruption in having half of his ballistic missiles filled with water instead of fuel.
Gotcha. None of that proves the point.
What do you, dude? I'm giving you facts and
Sir, how
examples
many
of how they're
ballistic
not ready.
missiles do you think China needs to take over Taiwan?
Well, I think it's a big part of it. I mean, especially if they're
Couple
going to be
dozen,
facing the United
maybe?
States.
Couple dozen, maybe? Maybe?
A dozen?
A couple dozen? Yeah. So even if half of them were filled with water, that still gives China what? The ability to shoot, what? A few thousand at Taiwan? How many ballistic missiles does China have, expert?
That are strategically placed. I mean, thousands at this point.
Thousands. Okay. So if they had thousands, let's just say like probably 5,000, which I think is a pretty generally good estimate, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, cool. And half of them are filled with water. So that means 2,500 ballistic missiles are headed to Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you think that'll do to Taiwan? You know, you live there. How big is Taiwan?
It's about the size of, I mean, it takes from 4 hours by train to get from the northernmost city to the southernmost city.
Oh, okay, cool. So about 4 hours by train. So perfect. So literally,
High-speed
that
rail,
would be
to be clear.
more ballistic missiles than we've shot at Iran, right? By a long shot, right? And Iran is what? A good, what, 500 times the size?
Yeah, well, so it's a question of what do you think China's goal is? If you're
Sir,
just going
it's
to
not a
blow up
matter of
the
what
entire
China's goal
island.
is. It is a matter of whether the reason why China is not attacking them is because of other geopolitical reasons or because they physically can't. That is the question. And you're saying, oh, well, I heard a story about freaking water being put in ballistic missiles instead of fuel. And you're making that sound as if that somehow proves your point, which it does not.
Uh, there's tons of reasons. I'm
Okay,
just
then
giving
why
you
don't you give
one
me
of
one
them.
that matters?
Okay. Another one would be, for instance, China's because of the one-child policy and cultural, like, sorry, I'm having a lot of echo on my end, so it's hard to keep a thought straight. Um, because it's one-child policy and a lot of families only have one child, alongside the fact that grandparents and older people really rely on their children for living because the state doesn't do a good job at that. I don't believe China's prepared to send one child policy kids over to perish because that would get rid of the support structure for a lot of the elderly people
The one
that
child
would be
policy ended
affected.
what, 20 years ago?
Yes. Well, no. The one child policy ended officially like a decade ago. I mean, people were doing it before,
Sir, can you
but
please stop whatever you're doing with your microphone? It is very annoying.
sorry, it was on a piece of fabric.
Okay, cool. So it ended a decade ago, and that has impacted them so bad, right, that they now have the largest standing army on the planet. And I believe what, the second most amount of people on the planet. And again, you're saying this that now because of that, they somehow don't have the ability to, take over a country the size of what, New Jersey?
I think it's a little bit bigger than that. But to be fair,
Sure.
my argument is that as one child policy children, who are now adults, of course, start to perish, you're going to lose that support system for thousands of elderly people that rely on their children for financial and like living.
Yeah. So how many children in that
So
one child policy does it take to hit buttons that go like this? Boop. And then the whole country explodes from 2,000 ballistic missiles.
do you think China's goal is to just blow it off the map?
Nope. You said they can't blow it off the map because they don't have the ability militarily because of US weapon sales to Taiwan.
What do you think China's goal is? Let me ask you
Sir,
that.
you said, please stop. I'm not going to go in these circles with you. What you're doing is you made a dumb argument. Okay. You have no facts to back up that argument. And since you don't have any facts to back up that argument, what you do is you keep trying to move the goalpost and change the argument. Okay. And I understand why you're doing this because honestly, and with no due respect, your argument is so stupid. Like it's literally one of the stupidest arguments that I've ever fucking heard. So I understand you want to go to oh, like, what do you think their purpose is? Or what do you think the other reasonings are? And I see you want to go all of these like different routes. And I understand that. Okay. But that's because your argument is stupid. Okay. So China could militarily wipe Taiwan off the face of the planet tomorrow, militarily, if they chose to. Okay?
If that was their goal, sure.
Okay. That was the entire point that I was making, and that's the entire point you've been trying to avoid. Awesome. Do you like any more of Donald Trump's foreign policy?
Well, we never said China's goal was to wipe Taiwan off the map, but I can move on if you'd like.
Literally, that was the first sentence I said after you said your thing. Literally, the first sentence. Literally, you said Taiwan, the weapon sales, and that is the reason why they haven't done it. And I said China could wipe Taiwan off the map if they wanted to. It was literally the first point I made.
There's a big difference between taking a country and wiping it off the map. I'm sure you understand.
Correct. That. But the argument was never taking a country. It was wiping it off the map. Yeah.
When did I say to wipe Taiwan off the map?
You didn't. You said that because of weapon sales, China could not do it.
Could not take Taiwan.
Could not take Taiwan.
Not wipe it off the map.
Oh, if they wiped it off the map, would that be taking it?
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would. Obviously, it would, sir. If they could make the whole place glass, dude, they would then own the country. Now, granted, the country wouldn't be worth much, but they could, in fact, do that.
Dude, are you like serious?
Are you serious? Because I'm literally wasting brain cells having this conversation. Because now we're just getting ready to jump back into the circle that we're already on.
No,
outside of weapon sales, do you have anything that you want to talk about with Taiwan?
Go ahead, sorry.
Outside of weapon sales, do you have anything else you'd like to talk about as far as Donald Trump's policies towards Taiwan?
As far as towards Taiwan, well, yeah, sure. So I really like what he's doing with Japan and encourage them to build their military as well as arm kind of the islands that are surrounding Taiwan. Same thing with the Philippines. He's done that pretty well with the Philippines and
how has he done that?
And how has he encouraged Japan to do that?
Yeah, because Japan's been building up their military for decades. So
how really? Trump how have they been building up their military for decades when it's been against their constitution to do so?
Yeah, it's in order to build up an active military that was actually for attack. They have a defense force, which they've been building up for decades. Now you're just talking about rhetoric. You're not talking about equipment and manpower, which they have been building up for decades.
Okay, so do you understand how like a difference in military structure between a defense force and an actual military?
Absolutely, I did. I'm still trying to figure out what Donald Trump had to do with any of it.
Well, I think it's building relations with Japan, and it's not just Donald Trump; it's also his team.
We've severed relations with Japan so bad that they threaten to sell off like all of their bonds, and they are the #1 holder of U.S. bonds on the planet.
Yeah, did they?
No, they threatened to. Does that sound like a good relationship to you?
And they did not. And we threatened to do a bunch of things too.
Yes, I agree. We also threatened to do a whole bunch of things with Japan against Japan. That would be called severing of a relationship, not building up of a relationship. If both sides, and really, I hope that like if you think in your like personal relationship in your life, if you guys threatening each other is you guys building your guys' relation up, then I'm gonna warn you, you're not gonna have a very good time in relationships for the rest of your life. Okay, but when both countries are threatening each other, that's not building up the relationship for like mutual goals. That's fighting against each other. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just argue that there's been every relationship on this planet has had both carrot and stick moments. I mean,
correct. I'm not arguing that. I'm arguing that Donald Trump did something specifically to help to encourage Japan to build up their forces. And that's what I am looking for. And so far you're just saying they threatened him and so Japan ran to go trade with other people.
I just think it's an important aspect of it. I mean, Japan is building up their military and help from the United States through sales and through, opening of new co-production lines for weapon development.
They were doing that before Trump.
Same thing with the Philippines.
They were doing that before Trump.
Sure, I'll give you that. And
then what has Trump done, sir? That is the question. It sounds like here's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like I was like, hey, do you still support Trump? And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, why? And you're like, let's just talk about general foreign policy topics that have nothing to do with Trump. Right. And that's not what I brought you up here for, sir. I didn't bring you up here to just have a general foreign policy conversation about what's better for the island of Japan, or, what, Taiwan can do to hold its security. My question was about what Donald Trump is doing or not doing. And you're not doing a very good job of addressing any of that.
Okay, so then I'll talk about NATO then. I think that, and I'll be clear too, I never supported the idea of pulling out of NATO. I also didn't support the Greenland situation that he did, but I do think Trump did a good job with heavily encouraging and hopefully securing in the next few years 5% to GDP spending for most of the NATO countries. This compares to before he was in office, where the most of the NATO partners were not even paying, I believe, 3% or 2.5% of their GDP to their own national defense,
Well,
which
but
I
that's
think is
because
a
the
bad
agreement
thing.
was 2%. So, yes, no, I would not expect for them to be paying more than they agreed to pay.
Uh, They weren't even paying the 2%
The
then.
overwhelming majority were paying 2%. Yes, they were. And plus.
That's false.
That
That's
is
false.
not false and easily provable.
That's not that is false, dude.
It is not false and easily provable, sir. The overwhelming majority were paying the 2% or more. Now, there were some countries that were paying less. That's absolutely. I actually think off the top of my head, I remember Latvia wasn't, Luxembourg wasn't, right? I think Spain was below, right? Like there was countries
Yeah, I
that
mean
weren't
Spain's
paying
still below,
2%.
but yeah.
I'm not arguing that there weren't countries that weren't paying the 2%. I agree with you. But you saying the overwhelming majority that weren't is a lie. That is just completely non-factual.
It's not. Even when President Obama brought it up to the NATO countries, they had supposedly reached a deal to eventually get that 2%, because it was a plan to reach 2%. Let's be clear. It wasn't the country started paying 2%
Sir, we were
that
tracking,
day.
like we've been tracking for all this time how much they're paying. But regardless, what's your point? I can pull up the data to show that you're wrong, but what's your point?
Yeah, my point is that I think it's a good thing that Trump is encouraging and hopefully a lot of these and enforcing. I know that there's not really an enforcement body to this, but um, getting these countries, a vast majority of them, hopefully, to pay 5% to their GDP for national defense
Yeah, not
in
only is there
support
not
of
an
NATO.
enforcement agency to this, but do you know when he set the check for that?
I'm sorry?
Do you know when he set the check date for when they were going to actually see if they were paying 5%?
It's at least a decade from now.
No, it's not. It's 2029. He specifically said it the year after he was going to be able to be president because he knew they weren't going to do it.
Well, even if that's the case, I think that, and from the data you can see that most of the countries, not all of them obviously, have increased their military spending. Of course, in part because of the Russia situation, but I also think it's because of Trump's um, approach towards NATO.
Correct. I will agree with you on that one, sir. First, it was because of Russia. That is 100% true. And second of all, is because these countries in Europe realize that the United States is no longer a trustable country. Say they used to be able to trust us when we said words and when we did things and that we agreed to things, right? And then now they don't believe any of that stuff anymore. They don't believe that the United States will do even the right thing because Donald Trump is creating peace boards with Netanyahu and Putin, right? And so now they no longer believe that the United States will even do the correct thing. So now they're building up their military because now they believe that it's a possibility that they might have to actually freaking go up against us at some point, and they need to put a lot more of their military in order to do it, right? So I will agree that they are building up due to Trump, but not in a good way.
Not in a good. So you're saying that because of their reasoning that it's not a, or excuse me, you're saying that it is a good outcome, but the reasoning is not good.
Yes, it's because we lost our ability to be a trusted nation, right? When we lose our credibility across the planet, right? Then it doesn't help. It's like, okay, cool. We're less credible. We have less influence. We have less soft power, right? We have less ability to influence anything that's going on anywhere. And in exchange for losing all of that power as a nation, they now have a larger military. Okay, so two negatives? Cool.
You think European nations having a larger military is a negative?
It is when they're using when they're getting it in order in fear of us, yeah. If they were
Okay,
doing
so
it
I disagree
just
with
to
that
do it,
premise
then
then.
I completely agree. I think that that's awesome.
Okay.
But that would
All right. Well, I mean, I
require
disagree
Donald
with the
Trump to
premise that
be able to
they're
have,
building up.
some type of negotiating ability. But,
I missed that. I'm sorry.
I said that would require Donald Trump to have any type of negotiating ability, which he doesn't. So,
Okay. I was a big fan of the Venezuela situation.
why?
I thought it was handled very, very accurately and had limited what do you call it, collateral damage to civilians and stuff like that.
Yeah, Donald Trump didn't
Um,
plan that, though.
well, no, but it's the
Yeah,
people
our
he puts in
military's fucking
power,
awesome. Yeah,
obviously.
that's great.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
not
so
arguing that
you're a
our
fan of that
military
then?
is awesome. Our military was awesome before. Donald Trump's a like that's not his job to plan military exercises or complain, to plan military, execution of anything, right? That's what the military's job is, and they're very, very good at. That's why it's so important that when that military power is exercised, it's exercised under a leader who understands the complications of what he's doing, right? Which I either Donald Trump did or he didn't, and either he did and he's ignoring it, or he didn't, and that's even scarier, I guess.
Well, okay, so I completely agree with you that it is like the military and the generals that are actually doing like the tactical and strategic um, pursuits of it. But I will say that I think Trump, you got to give him credit where he had the cojones to actually, give the go ahead to go and do this compared to past leaders, like Obama, for example, in Syria, where Russia crossed a red line that the United States plainly put out and said, um, do not cross this red line. Russia did, and nothing happened.
Yeah, I don't agree with Obama freaking not holding up his end of the deal when it came to the red line. I think that's one of the largest blunders of Obama's presidency. But just because Obama made a mistake in doing that, right, doesn't mean that Trump's, thing is somehow good. Those have nothing to do with each other, right? Like Donald Trump didn't go there because Maduro was doing something bad he didn't like. He actually got almost the same deal that Maduro offered him. He went there for oil and to intimidate Cuba, right? And that's because of Rubio. He didn't do that for regime change or because they were being horrible to their people or because they were suppressing anything. He didn't do any of that stuff, right? He just did it because he wanted to make sure they got their oil, and Rubio wants to make sure they punish Cuba in some way.
Yeah, I mean I think that's definitely part of it. And I don't think it's the major part. Like the oil part, I really don't understand. I mean, I know that's what Trump says. I think that he's actually fibbing when he says that to the American people.
It has less to do with
Because
us getting the oil. It has more to do with Cuba not being able to get any of the oil or any of the resources that they were getting from Venezuela. That's why they've also been threatening Mexico, right? Because they're trying to starve out Cuba. This has everything to do with Marco Rubio and his freaking upbringing and hating Cuba or hating the regime in Cuba, right? And that's what it has to do with. But doing this isn't a sign of like, oh, it's strength. We made this huge red line. Now, like, we're so powerful. It's a matter of weakness, right? It's the inability to be able to negotiate and use diplomacy. That's what it is, right? Like, I mean, Donald Trump was the one that said it when it came to Iran, right? He was the one who said Obama won't have the ability to negotiate. He won't be able to have the diplomacy because he's weak. And he will start a war with Iran because he doesn't know how to negotiate and he's weak. And so when Donald Trump says it about Obama, apparently that makes it make sense. But when Donald Trump doesn't have any ability to negotiate with any of these countries and only has the ability to use military power against them, it really just does show his weakness and his inability to make deals or have diplomacy.
yeah, I would more attribute that to that tweet being from 2013 and him having absolutely zero idea how the world actually works.
Well, some things never change, I guess.
I mean, would you agree with that though?
I agree he didn't know how the world worked in 2013 and he's 2026 and he still doesn't.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, hey, fair enough. That's your opinion. Um,
I
let's
mean,
see
just
what
my
else.
opinion.
I mean,
You're right, it is my opinion, but it's my opinion backed on a whole shit ton of evidence.
yeah, I'm just trying to be nice, man. That's all.
No matter of being nice or not nice, sir. Donald Trump has shown no willingness or ability to be able to create a diplomatic solution with any country. Right? He just hasn't. The only thing that he's done in order to try to gain any type of diplomatic resolve between any two countries on this planet are to implement tariffs, and then the Supreme Court said he can't do that in that way anymore. So he has nothing. That's why he's just like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
bomb you.
blanket tariffs I'm not a fan of either.
That's all he
I'm
had.
more of
That
like,
was that was his entire diplomatic plan for every country on the planet was do tariffs. And now he doesn't have tariffs. And so now he's just doing nothing.
well, he doesn't have tariffs through that specific avenue. There's
Which means,
obviously other avenues.
yeah, he has short-term tariffs that he can put on for up to 150 days that can't exceed 15%, that he, and then anything else past that he has to have congressional approval on. None of that is going to be able to be used as a negotiating tactic that he wants to use. He's trying to use, what was it, section 122, section 301, like, and all of those things, like they're not going to work the way he wants them to.
Yeah, correct. But to be fair though, weren't the vast majority of countries, and I know there were specific outliers, but weren't the vast majority of countries at like that 10 to 15% tariff, blanket tariff rate at the end of the day?
Yeah, but not the ones he wanted to influence.
Sure, fair enough. Fair
So
enough. But the vast majority of them were already in that 10 to 15% range.
yeah, doing nothing, and now they're still at the 10%, 10 to 15% rate doing nothing. What I'm saying is that Donald Trump used tariffs, or attempted to use tariffs, as a negotiating tool when it came to diplomatic policy, and he failed. He failed on every single one. He tried to do it against China. He failed, right? He tried to do it against the European Union. He failed, right? Everything, even his trade deal with the European Union, they just went back on it and they just were like, no, fuck this, we're not doing it. He failed. He failed on every single account when he came to using them, and now he can't even have the ability to use those anymore. He has no ability to make trade deals. He has no ability to make peace deals. He has no ability to create diplomacy. So you're right. When you said in 2013 he had no idea the way the world worked, some things never change.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I disagree with that. Some of what you were saying there, but I mean, fair enough.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to move on to the next
can I
guest.
just
So
ask, before I head out, can I just ask you, is there anything that he has done, either his first or second term,
it's
that
not
you
my
have
job to
supported?
point out things that he's done well, sir. Sir,
I'm not saying it
like
is,
I
man.
say all the time, okay? Unemployment dropped to record lows and the economy surged under Hitler. That doesn't mean it's my job to talk about it. Okay?
I was just wondering, man. You don't have to answer.
No, I am answering. It is not my job to try to find something good with everybody, right? It's not my job to see a bad president and go, well, let me see if I can find the goodness. I'm not the rose colored glasses. Okay. Every president that's ever existed is going to accidentally do something good, or sometimes even purposely do something good. Nixon did good stuff. Reagan did good stuff. I can't stand either of them, right? But what I'm saying is like, I always just hate that question to just be like, oh, oh, you need to find something good. Why? Why is
I
that
didn't
my
say you
job?
need to, man. I was just asking,
No, I'm asking you, why do you feel the need to ask that question?
oh, because you seem like an objective actor, and I was just wondering if you something that you cared about that you thought that he did a solid job on.
They did a solid job on. No, I think I think that he freaking had Operation Warp Speed, which I think was a really good thing, except for he backtracked it by telling everyone not to get the vaccine. So that kind of ruined it all, right? Like he's doing his whole thing with like Trump RX. If he was actually lowering, pharmaceutical prices, I think that would be a good thing, right? But that's not what's actually happening. He's just saying he's lowering them by 15, 16, 1700%, and that's not what's happening, right? Like there's things that he's done that I'm pretty like neutral on. There's things that have happened that have been good. Like while we can have our disagreements on what's going on in Iran, I think we can all agree that freaking the Ayatollah being gone is probably a good thing, just generally. right?
Sure, yeah,
Just
of course.
as a general piece of knowledge, right? But do I trust the Trump presidency to be able to actually continue on this mission, do things in a way where they actually install some type of government that's actually democratic, or to carry it on in a way that we don't create more instability in the future in the region? No, I don't. I don't. You know? So like it could end up being something that's actually worse than what we were dealing with before, you know. But and only time will tell that, right? Like Maduro being in prison isn't necessary. Like fine, that's cool, he was a bad person, right? But then he just left the whole regime in there. So it's like every single thing that there's like a like thing that you might be able to consider good with Donald Trump, like in parentheses, there's always a but. You know what I'm saying? It's always, oh, he helped develop the vaccine super fast. Oh, but he told everyone not to take it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's
Hmm.
just always this but, and I think that's unfortunate, right? I really do.
Yeah, I mean, hey, fair enough. I wasn't asking like as a got you sort of thing. Like
No, you're
I was
fine.
just objectively asking.
Sorry, it wasn't anything against you. I get asked that question all the time, and it's just at a certain point you're just like, dude, I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, fair
so it
enough.
wasn't anything with you. But I am gonna move on to the next person. But I do appreciate you. All right,
Yeah, have a good day.
you too. Yeah, I'm just. I think that's an honest assessment, right? Velvet, thank you, y'all. Please make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. We're gonna try to keep this thing going, keep this thing moving forward. If you like sport, I do have super chats, super stickers, pay links in the bio. They're all at Polypolitics. Almost hitting like the little boxing gloves goal, which I thought I put that one up as like a beginning of the week starter. I thought we were gonna start attacking the gift gallery today, but I really appreciate you guys. Anyways, thank you so much. Velvet, thank you so much for the $5. And keep up the good work, Polly. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Fly, thank you so much for the five. Is that the euro? Yeah, I think it's euros. How about the US is contributing more than 3.2% first, and then we talk about that. Yeah, US isn't even the number 1% as far as like percent of GDP that's contributing to NATO. Now, granted, they are the highest monetary value on that just because of the higher GDP, but totally understand your point. Also, I'm pretty sure the United States said that like that 5% shouldn't apply to them, which I also thought was kind of funny. But yeah, thank you so much, Fly. I appreciate that so much. And 2C's, thank you so much for the laughing disco, and 20, thank you so much for the jewels. I really appreciate that. You know, for a TikTok guest, it wasn't horrible, right? It's been worse. Usually I just stick to the phone lines over here, but I might try one more out. Should I? Let's try one more out. Well, I was gonna put that guy up there, but then I saw him put in the chat that said put me up. So now I'm not going to do that. All right. Hello?
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
You're good, Frank. Yeah. If I see someone in the comments that just goes put me up, I'm probably just going to ignore them, to be completely honest with you. I cannot help it. Hello, how are you?
Amazing. How are you?
Not that amazing. I mean, I'm amazing, but you sound like you're like more amazing, which is like kind
I'm
of
just having a
weird.
great day, man.
Anyways, do you still support Trump?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
Oh, never mind. I'm more amazing. I take it back. I thought you might be having a more amazing day, and then we found that to be
no.
wrong. All right. So why do you still support Trump?
Well, I mean, this weekend is the perfect example of him taking out this horrendous regime that has been slaughtering people. I mean,
I'm sorry.
I've called you
I'm
before about
sorry.
this, and
What?
he was a man of his word.
Hold on, sir. You said he took out the regime. He hasn't taken out the regime.
The Ayatollah. He took out the Ayatollah. He took out multiple.
Yeah, he took out a whole bunch of them. He's not taken out the
IRGC.
regime.
I mean, he took out Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. He took out the.
No, sir. I'm not arguing with you. They took out like 48 different leaders. I think our military is amazing. He didn't take out the regime.
Oh my
though.
gosh, it is amazing. Thank you for acknowledging that.
Yeah, the military was amazing before Trump, though. Just thought I'd let you know. But yeah.
And Yeah, they were. Yeah, for sure. You know, God
Yeah,
bless the
so
troops.
the military is awesome. Like I have no qualms. I'm very sad about the now, 6 soldiers that have now been killed in this, in this.
They-
Well, I mean, Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth called it a war, so I guess I might as well call it a war too, which would make it
I
an
mean,
illegal war. But
let's call a spade, my friend. It's a war.
all right, cool. So you're admitting that Donald Trump is committing an illegal act right now.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But guess what? I still support it because it's taking down a terrorist regime such as the Islamic
Again,
regime
sir,
of
do you know
Iran.
what the word regime means?
Of course I do. I'm actually running. I know what the word regime means.
Awesome.
We've been suffering through this
That's
for
totally
47 years.
sir,
You know how bad it is in Iran
sir.
right now.
Oh,
Or
freaking!
before
It's been
the war.
horrible. I have no love lost. I think freaking, the Ayatollah was absolutely horrible, but the regime's still not gone. Like, there's no love lost. I can easily say the world's probably a better place with that dude dead, and also the regime's not gone.
Yep.
I can say both of those things.
And who took out that dude?
Our amazing military.
Who took it out?
Actually,
Under whose
Israel
orders?
technically.
I mean, under whose orders?
Netanyahu's.
Donald Trump.
Netanyahu's.
No, it was under Donald Trump. So
No, that would be
so I'm glad you actually
Netanyahu.
brought that
I'm
up. So
sorry. Did you not realize that Israel has a president?
Prime Minister.
Yeah, sure. Sir, honestly, the dude was like 86 years old, bro. You just like sped up father time by like 14 minutes or whatever. But regardless, okay, like
he did, but he also took out,
you
two
can
of his
again,
possible
dude, guys,
successors.
we can agree on freaking hating the dude, right? We can
And that
agree that
Donald Trump took him out.
that he's better off. Oh, he ran. And we can also agree that Donald Trump like trying to like stroke him on this is weird. But anyways, he ran, so I guess we'll move off. Yeah, dude was on way too much caffeine. It's way too late in the night for that. Yes, Kuwait did shoot down 3 F-15s this weekend, which was actually crazy. All the air crew is good though, thank goodness. Jackie, thank you so much for the 383. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, that dude was spun the fuck up, dude. Like, holy shit. Like, calm down, bro. That's why he left Iran. He was trying to do some snow, bro. Hello, how are you?
Oh shit! I'm up here. I'm sorry, man.
All right. It's all good, man. Keep being angry and a patriot, all right? Yeah, that dude left Iran because he had a little bit of he had a little nose candy problem he had to get taken care of, okay? Hey, no judging. I'm glad he got out of there so that he can continue to do it, all right? Yeah, that's what I said. Like, I'm pretty sure it was Israel that actually took him out. Like, I mean, I'm sure, US did some like support stuff or whatever, I'm sure we had a little hand in it someplace, It was kind of like, it was probably like that little, like, the cartoon with like the little, like little tiny dog and then like the big bulldog standing behind it. I'm assuming it's something like that. That's what I assume. So let's see who else. We'll bring up this person for a second. I don't think I'm probably going to stay with them very long, but we'll see.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up?
I don't know. I don't trust
you
people
want
with
mine?
I don't trust people with trucks or fish in their bios.
Why?
Because the conversation is usually somewhere around the level of watching paint dry. That's why.
Okay. Well, I'm not those people who don't.
If you saw your truck and you're like, this defines me, it's probably not worth the conversation.
What's wrong? My truck is not even leaning at all.
You sound upset about that.
I'm not. I'm just stating that.
See who this person is.
All right.
Hello?
Hey, I'm a Trump supporter, And when you debate
What are
me,
you, like 13?
why?
I nailed it too. You see how he immediately was like, he froze. I actually got his exact age. Did you guys hear that? I got the exact age. That's why he froze right there. He didn't know what to do. He's like, is Paulie in the room? Can he see me? He was like, where's he at? Where's he at? Did he get me? Oh, that's funny, man. That was funny. Sorry. Where did Jackson go? I want to talk to him more about his truck. I want to talk to him more about his truck. And he left. I'm sad. I wanted to hear how he became, like, where his truck became his entire personality. Sorry, is that not weird to y'all? Like, okay, maybe it's just me. Hello, how are you?
What's going on?
Hi, how old are you?
35.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yes. Yes, I do.
And why is that?
Why shouldn't I?
That's not an answer, sir.
I mean, I asked you a question. You asked me a question.
Sir, you've never heard you don't answer questions with questions? That's like something we learned in like elementary school, bud.
What?
You don't answer questions with questions.
Yeah, we're not in elementary school anymore.
Some of us need to go back.
Earlier, I was watching you.
That's good. I'm glad you're a fan.
Yes, and you were complaining about people in Walmart.
Did you take personal offense to that?
No, actually, I didn't.
It sounds like you took personal offense to that.
No. But who do you think those people vote for? That you're
People in
complaining about?
Walmart? I don't know. I assume that people in Walmart have very diverse, voting thoughts and all sorts. I don't fucking know. They probably don't vote. Honestly, they're having way too many kids to be able to get out of the
Are they
house.
too stupid?
They're having way too many kids.
Are they too stupid to have kids?
No one is. They will literally. That's what evolution did. Like that's all it cares about is you having kids.
So they're too stupid to have kids, is what you're saying.
Sir, are you saying are they too stupid to create human life? Because it literally takes zero intelligence to do that.
We can go
literally,
down,
it just takes a guy and a girl who kind of know each other for a little bit, and the guy disappoints the girl, and then 9 months later there's a baby. Like that's the whole thing. Like you have zero brain cells. You can do it with literal unconscious people.
Are you just
You
gonna
shouldn't.
Talk?
That's a sexual
Are
assault,
you
but
just
you
gonna
can.
talk? Is that all you're gonna do?
Sir, I tried
You're
to
not gonna
ask you
answer
the
a single
question, but you wouldn't engage with me at all. So I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about now.
What are you voting for?
What am I voting for?
Yeah.
In which election? Or just in general, what do I vote for?
Yeah, what do you vote for in general?
Yeah, I vote for things that help humanity, that help human life, that help to make people, be able to live better and have more sustaining, fulfilling lives. Yeah.
Who has that agenda?
Well, sir, again, I asked you if you meant in a specific election, and you said no. So I can't now tell you who has that agenda because now I don't have an election in order to tell you that.
No, you did not ask me that at all. A specific election, I can't reverse time and go back and vote for someone that I regret, can I?
You can't go back in time at all unless you know something that I don't.
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't think so either, but here we are. What's that?
I don't know what you're asking.
I don't know what you're asking, sir. You just asked me to tell you what I vote for, and I answered the question.
You answered the question with a bunch of fucking nonsense.
I gave you the principles in which decide how I vote.
So do you want me to ask you another question? More
Not
specifically?
particularly, but I figured you had something else after that. After I answered my question, answered your question.
You didn't answer a single question.
Okay, you said, like, what do you vote for? And I said, like, in a specific election or just in general. And you said, what do you vote for? And I was like, okay, I'll give it to you my, in general stuff. I gave you my general things that I tend to vote for. And now you seem a little stumped by that. So.
Stumped by what?
That kind of proves that point, doesn't it? Anyways, were you not getting to a point at some point, sir?
Yeah. So what we were talking about, you were making fun of people at Walmart. Were you not? Earlier?
Yeah, we already did this part of the conversation, but continue.
And what's wrong with those people?
Nothing.
Why are you making fun of them?
Because people in Walmart are easy to make fun of, I guess.
That's it?
Yep.
Well, shit, I could make fun of your laugh.
You can. People do it all the time.
They should. They should.
I don't care. It doesn't bother me, sir. People have talked about my laugh since I was literally like a singular digit old. It does not bother me.
God, you are good. You are good.
It's okay, sir.
abortion?
For every person who doesn't like my laugh, there's another dozen that do. It's all good.
Blah, blah, blah. Do you want to talk about abortion?
Sir, I can fix my laugh. You can't fix your face. Okay?
No. I asked.
I know. No. I mean, I guess technically there's a lot of surgeries you could have, but those don't ever like really end up well, right? Like I've seen that. Like you can get like a nose job.
Right?
You also can't fix your DNA. Like once it's all in the family, like you can't like there's no ability to go back and like change that later. You know what I'm saying? I guess there are enlargements for that one thing you need fixed.
And I kept asking you.
But I think that involves like pumps or like plastic. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how those work. I could look it up for you if you really want.
Are you going to answer the question?
What question?
Do you want to talk about abortion?
Not particularly, no.
Why?
You asked me because I don't want to?
Because you don't want to, or because you know it's
you
wrong?
Said, do you want to? I said no.
Or because you know it's wrong?
Because I know it's no, I just don't want to.
Or because you know it's wrong?
I just answered your question.
Or because you know it's wrong?
Are you okay? Is this what sundowning sounds like?
What sounds like?
This is what you sound like to me, sir.
This is.
Oh shoot! I left the MAGA hat. There it is. All right, there we go.
Would you believe this? Would you believe this? Would you believe this? If I told you this,
no, I would not.
Statement that I make.
No, I would not.
You wouldn't.
No, whatever you're about to say, I would not believe you. Correct.
You wouldn't believe that I voted for Barack Obama.
Don't believe it.
No shit. Really? Why not?
I don't know. Just because you told me to believe it and I don't want to.
Okay, so did Barack Obama deport a whole shitload of illegal immigrants?
All presidents have, sir.
Hmm?
Most presidents have, yeah.
Why did they do that?
Because presidents don't deport people. That's just like the law.
So Trump should be okay with deporting people? which
Yeah,
he was
actually, he
elected
was
on,
completely
or no?
within his legality, if that's all he was doing.
So why are they fucking burning down Minnesota?
No one's burning, sir. We can't burn down Minnesota again. You guys already said we burned down Minnesota after George Floyd. How can we burn it down again?
Well, you can rebuild stuff.
So you think we burned it down for George Floyd, rebuilt it just to burn it down for this?
Wait. You mean St. George Floyd? Right?
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
St. George Floyd.
Nope, no idea what you're talking about. Do you mind if I finish my sentence now?
Your sentence was going on. Oh, sure. Yep,
Yes, I know. That's why I was asked if I could finish it.
Okay, go for it.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. So it was never burned down. Nobody's burning down anything. All we're asking for is things like, due process, not putting people in concentration camps, not fucking ripping children from their schools and sending them miles and miles away to unlivable conditions, not deporting people to countries they're not from, not sending people to torture prisons. Like, it's pretty simple stuff, sir. It's not like we're asking for the world. I don't know how you guys keep turning it around to be like, it's you guys don't want anybody to, like, nobody said that, dude. It's just, oh, how about you treat people with basic human rights,
Okay. So, concentration camps. What do you mean by that?
I mean concentration camps. That's why I use those words.
What do you mean by that? I don't know what a concentration camp is. I know what a jail is. I know what a prison is, but I don't know what a concentration camp is. I know one specific time in the past that word has been associated with the death of a lot of people.
Yeah. So a concentration camp is a facility where governments imprison specific groups, such as civilians, ethnic minorities, or political opponents without trial, often under harsh conditions, for detention, exploitation, or punishment.
Okay. Where is that happening in the United States of America?
Alligator Alcatraz, Dilley Detention Center in San Antonio.
Who's in Alligator Alcatraz? And that is a term that Democrats use.
Alligator Alcatraz?
Yes.
Literally, Kristi Noem is the one that named it that. Donald Trump's literally called it that himself.
Okay, but yes, is this a concentration camp?
Yeah.
Like the Nazi concentration camps?
No.
Why?
Why what? There's not like a why.
Why is it
there.
not the same thing? Why is it not the same thing as the Nazi concentration camps?
Sure. So you can't see it very well, okay? But see, I have two different like USB plugs. Okay, like holding in my hand, right? One's white, one's black, right? They both
Wait.
So they both
okay,
plug into the wall,
okay.
right? They both, right, like have USB plugins in different spot, right? We have both of those right here in my hand. Are they the same thing? No. Are they both wall plugins for USB ports? Yes. They're not the same thing. They're different sizes. There's different shapes. There's different spots where the USB part plugs in. There's so many different things. Like, they're so different, but they're both freaking wall plugs for USB ports. I don't need to explain why they are different, right? Like, they're still both the same thing, but they're also different, right? You can use the same words to describe them, and you can also describe them in different ways.
What the fuck are you talking about? No. You're trying to fucking explain shit away. So you're telling me Donald Trump is having people killed because of the way they think.
Well, yeah, if you want to talk about like Renee Good or Alex Preddy or Keith Porter or any of those people, yeah. He's literally having them killed for the way they think. Yeah.
God. Okay, so we're going back to the immigration bullshit.
Well, you asked the question, sir. Is he having people killed for the way that they think? Yes, those people thought a certain way, and they were killed because of it. Yeah.
What?
I was just answering your
What'd you
question,
say?
sir.
No, I didn't answer. I didn't answer a question. I said, what
You
about Renee
said,
Good?
so Donald Trump is having people killed for the way that they think. Yes, that's what you asked me. That was the question. I was
Yep,
answering
yep.
it.
And you said Renee Good,
That's an example.
Alex Preddy, and who else?
Keith Porter.
Don't know who that is, but
Yeah, you guys tend to concentrate on the white people. That's why. You should look them up.
We do. Why?
You're going to answer that one on yourself, sir.
God, you can't answer a question at all.
So no, sir, I cannot answer a question about why you pay attention to certain things and not other things. Nope, that would be literally impossible, sir. That would be an effort and futility. I don't even know how I would do that.
So did Renee Good try and run over a law enforcement officer?
No.
No. Okay. So did what's the other guy that was carrying a firearm and decided to get in a tussle with police?
He decided to get into a tussle but with police, right? By standing on the side of the road and videotaping? Did he approach, sir? Did he approach customs, sir? Did he approach Customs and Border Protection, or did Customs and Border Protection approach him?
After he,
sir, it is a simple question. Did Customs and Border Protection approach him, or did he approach Customs and Border Protection?
Well, yeah, he involved himself in the situation that they were involved in.
Oh, awesome. Yes. Can you answer my question now? Who approached who?
He approached them.
He approached them. Okay, so you've obviously never watched the video.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I've watched the video.
Oh, then you literally do not have the comprehension skills of a goldfish. Because I can literally put it on the screen if you want.
No, okay.
Would that be preferable for you? Since you can, then you can obviously see that not only did he not approach them, but he was literally backing up when they did that.
I am asking you a question.
No, sir, you don't get to ask me a second question after you already lied about the first one, sir. If you want to be honest about the first one, sir, sir, I'm not listening to you, okay? I have no idea what you're even saying, okay? Like, to be completely honest with you. Sir, you said that Alex Preddy approached Customs and Border Protection. That is not true.
Yes, it is true.
All right, well then we're going to stop it here so I can put up the video. Like, if you had just been honest, we could have moved on to your question, but since you want to sit here and fucking lie, all right?
No,
now I have to pull the fucking video up, dude. Since you want to be a big old liar face.
Oh shit. You won't answer a single fucking question.
Sir,
I told
again, I'm not listening to you because we're not moving past your lie first.
Footage from the scene.
Okay.
Agents with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun.
This looks like a situation where an individual arrived at the
scene
to inflict maximum damage on individuals and to kill law enforcement.
But a Times analysis of video footage from the scene and the moments when two officers opened fire clearly contradict federal government statements. Preddy does not...
Look at that. Look at that, how he's standing there. He's literally standing there backing away from officers. I want to back that up a little bit. He has his hands up. He is backing away from officers, right? Not even a little bit trying to go towards them as they run up on the side of the street.
Preddy does not appear to pose a threat to agents.
He turns away from them. He pretty much immediately lays on the ground.
Here are the key moments that reveal what happened.
Oh, there we go.
We see Preddy
and there
walking
he
about,
is,
filming a group of
standing there.
protesters who are speaking with a federal agent. He's holding a cell phone in one hand. The other hand is empty. It's just over 30 seconds before the shooting when a protester is pushed to the ground. Preddy steps between her and the agent who'd shoved her, briefly putting his hand on the agent's waist. The agent pepper sprays Preddy's face. We can see Preddy is still holding his phone in one hand.
Oh, that's crazy, man. That's wild how nothing of what you said happened, huh?
What did I say happened?
You said he went up to ICE or Customs and Border Protection and approached them, and that's not what happened.
Oh, did he not try and interject himself in their lawful duties?
Can you please explain to me how lawful duties for Customs and Border Protection involve pushing an American citizen onto the ground?
What?
Can you please explain to me how the lawful duties, okay, of Customs and Border Protection is to approach a woman that is standing there doing nothing and shove her to the ground?
Yeah. When you're trying to block or deter
Nope, she was on the
lawful-
side of the road, nowhere near them. Try again.
Try again. Out of the road? No, they were not. They're out of the road in that video. Sure.
The video where Customs and Border Protection approaches them? Yes.
No, it is not. No.
Sir, we all
Have you
just
watched
watched it,
have you
dude.
watched
Like,
the
what are you
entire
fucking
fucking
talking
thing?
about?
What are you fucking talking about?
We just watched the video. Sir, this is literally
I
an
have.
exercise in like the largest
The
gaslight.
clips that you
Sir,
want to show don't show the entire exchange. And then you're going there and you want to get into it.
all right, I'll just freaking mute you. Sir, can you please explain to me how walking up to a woman standing on the side of the road, not bothering anyone, is part of Customs and Border Protection's duties?
This is where we go back to the George Floyd shit.
Nope.
Did
How about
they
we just
not
stay
burn
right here on
Minnesota
this
down?
one, sir? Just how about we stay
What?
right here on this one?
Oh, so these are peaceful protests.
Sir, this has
Correct.
nothing to do with whether it's peaceful protest or not. You said that he was interfering with Customs and Border Protection's duties.
Yeah.
I'm asking
Yeah.
you how that's part of their duties.
How is that part of their duties?
Yes. How is it part of their
Well,
duties
okay,
to
okay.
leave their truck
When a
to
police
approach?
officer, when a fucking police officer tells you what to do,
How is it part of their duties to leave their vehicle to approach someone that is not interfering with them, standing on the side of the road, and shove them down? That's what I want to know.
interfering.
What?
The lady that he was going to protect was interfering.
And how was she interfering, sir?
The agent pepper sprays Preddy's face. It's just over 30 seconds before the shooting when a protester is
What
pushed
fuck
to
am
the
I
ground.
listening to?
Oh, the video proving you wrong.
Oh, proving me wrong. I don't think you proved me wrong on anything.
Well, sir, I don't think you even thought at all about anything. I'm still asking the question.
No. I think you're a smooth talker and you talk fast, but you prove nothing.
Cool. So you please want to explain to me what, law enforcement ability Customs and Border Protection has over U.S. citizens?
What it has over U.S. citizens?
Yeah.
I mean, so police, border protection, men have got together and said, yes, this is what we need. That is what.
I've never heard so many words said in a specific order that said nothing. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, you too.
Sir, no, I'm serious. All of those words, if you put them into a sentence in that order, is not English.
Okay, so put them together in order.
Sir, you want me to rearrange the order of your words for you?
No, I don't want you to rearrange the order.
Okay,
I
cool.
want
In
you
the
to put
order
them back
you
in-
said them in, it's not English.
Why not?
Because that's
read
not
tax
the
code?
way the English language was constructed, sir. I'm sorry. You got me on that one. That's a question I don't know how to answer. I do not know
Yeah,
exactly how the English language was constructed in a way that made a certain level of sense, and then you did stuff outside of that. I can't answer that question for you, okay?
Yeah. Okay. So can you recite the tax code?
Can I recite the tax code? First of all, what the fuck? Second of all, no.
Is that English language?
Yeah, I could read it, sir. I can't. They didn't have it from memory.
Interesting. And you're thinking about fucking hiring people?
You think everyone that hires someone knows the tax code from memory?
Oh, hell no. Absolutely not.
Then
I'm
what
one
the
of them.
living fuck are you talking about?
I just told you I'm one of them.
You're one of what?
The people that will hire someone else to read the tax code for them.
Yes, so will I, sir. Plenty of us have CPAs, okay?
Yeah, exactly. So you're a capitalist.
Yeah, I guess semi. Why?
Well, I thought the left was all about down with capitalism, up with socialism.
You think the Democratic Party and all of the left is socialists?
Oh, 100%.
What's the definition of socialism, sir?
I have fucking no idea. I know.
So you're saying that we're all
means to me.
socialists, but you don't know what socialism is?
You want me to give my fucking definition?
I really
personally?
wish you wouldn't.
Yeah, take my money, give it to people who haven't earned it.
Nope, that's not it at all, sir. Literally, socialism is that people own the means of production. It means that the value of your labor is protected and that you get an equal share based off of your labor.
Wait, what's a means of production?
The way we make things. Your labor is worth something, sir. That your labor is not made in order to give CEOs bonuses. Your labor is made in order to produce money for yourself. If you work harder and work in more specialized fields, then you deserve a better pay wage according to that. And that people that do nothing do not deserve that pay.
Okay, so what's a specialized field?
Sir, there's tons of specialized fields. Engineers are specialized fields. Doctors are specialized fields. Freaking economists are specialized fields. There's all sorts of them, sir.
So everything you just fucking named to me is people that make damn good money now.
Yes, sir. And I think that the doctors should make a larger portion of what doctors make, instead of doctors having to pay a certain amount of the money that they make to CEOs that make actually more money for doing no doctoring.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. You agree. Awesome. You're a socialist. Congratulations.
No.
Yep. Congratulations. Guys, can we get a big clap and for the newest socialist we have in the house?
Yeah, no, you can't.
That's totally awesome. I really appreciate that, man. Man, you're pretty
not?
much you're pretty much
Are you going to listen to me or not?
I'd rather not. Actually, I'm gonna go with not,
Why not?
if that's
Why not?
cool.
So you can't listen to anything that you don't subscribe to.
How would I know whether I subscribe to it or not, sir? You haven't said it.
Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, you're saying, will you listen to me? I'm saying there's no way for me to, I can't know whether I subscribe to something unless you tell me what it is. Honestly, you're a socialist now, so there's probably a pretty good chance that
you're talking about fucking being online.
I'm just saying, you're a socialist now, so you probably have a pretty good shot of being on my side, you know?
What?
I said you're a socialist now, so you probably have a pretty good chance of being on my side, to be honest with you.
No. Okay, listen to me. Will you or no?
I mean, I guess Carl. I'm gonna call you Carl from now on. All right. Like Marx.
Whatever. Don't give a shit.
Like Marx. You know. All right, Carl. Go ahead, Carl.
Oh, Marx. So you don't agree with capitalism?
I don't agree with unfettered capitalism in the way the United States portrays it. I believe in things like entrepreneurship. I believe in things like small businesses. I believe in multiple things that would be considered capitalist. Yeah. But I don't believe that freaking CEOs should be making, thousands of times more, if not hundreds of times more than their lowest paid worker. I don't believe in the ability for them to, hold large groups of money without taxation. I don't believe in things like that. Right. So yeah, there's certain parts of capitalism that I agree with, and there's certain parts of it that I'm very against.
No. So you want to know what I believe in?
The flying spaghetti monster.
What's that?
Is it the flying spaghetti monster?
No, I thought we were being serious, but okay, you can do that bullshit.
Okay, what do you believe in, sir?
Capitalism, but there has to be morals.
Oh, so you believe in fairy tales?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
I mean that is
So
that's a fairy tale, right?
So you don't believe in morals?
I believe that morals exist. I do believe that morals and capitalism are contradictory.
How?
Yeah, so if we're requiring companies whose entire job it is to make money to apply morals to that ability to make money, then that's an effort in futility.
You're going to have to say that again. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I said if we're expecting businesses, which their entire point is to make money and be beholden to their shareholders, to apply morals, right, to check themselves in their ability to make money, then that's an effort in futility.
Yeah. So you're a small business owner, correct?
Sir, are you going to respond to what I said at all? I think what I said is kind of important, so I'd like you to respond to it.
No, it isn't. It is important. You're correct on that.
Then that destroys your entire worldview.
No, I'm a small business owner myself. Are you?
Yeah.
So are you going to have those morals?
Am I going to have those morals? Absolutely.
Yes.
But I'm having those morals because I'm a good person, not because there's an expectation of it, right? Because I personally care more about freaking taking care of people than I do about money, right? I have no will to step over other people in order to do that.
That right there is morals. That right there
but
is
sir,
morals.
do you think Walmart has morals?
No, I don't.
Do you think Amazon has morals?
No.
Okay, they're the problem, sir. Not every small business is the problem. I actually think the majority of small businesses probably do have people that run them that have high morals, and I freaking support small businesses and their ability to do that. Okay, what I don't support is the unfettered capitalism where we have giant like monopolies that overtake smaller companies and take those people out of fucking business in order to create these giant conglomerates in which control the narrative of things or control the pricing of things or do anything but make money.
Jesus Christ, you sound like you're conservative.
It's not conservative, sir. Those are all progressive
Why
and,
not?
and pretty much
why is
democratic socialist policies, sir.
No,
Yeah,
it is not.
It is, yeah.
No, it is not.
It is actually.
No, it is not.
I'm not asking your opinion, sir. I had to define for you what socialism was 10 minutes ago. I'm really not asking you.
Do you employ anybody?
Not through like an actual direct employment. I 1099 people and stuff like that.
So if you did, would you pay them the same amount as you make?
If they were partners in the business and if I thought their effort was putting in, I have no problem with that, sir. Actually, to be completely honest with you, very soon, I'm going to start probably paying people a lot more money than I make in order to do tasks for me that I don't have the ability to do. I am probably very, very close to, and I mean within the next 2 to 3 months, being the lowest paid employee at my friggin', for my business.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You'll show it on paper.
No, just in reality, sir. Because I'm trying to build something, sir.
You'll show it on
Sir,
paper.
you know why that is because
Trust
I'm
me.
actually, sir, listen, okay? And this is like straight up, okay? Because what I'm trying to build is bigger than myself, okay? And I am hoping that the return on that investment in the future is higher, all right? But at the moment, nope. Probably going to be pretty low on that totem pole.
What are you trying to build?
Sir, that is none of your business. We're not going to go into the in-depth part of my business. Okay, you asked a question and I answered the question.
Okay. So you don't want to answer that?
No, I'm done playing question and answer with you about my business.
Yeah, they're hard questions.
They're not hard questions, sir. They're very easy questions, sir. They're super easy questions. It's just honestly, and with no due respect, none of your fucking business.
Are they, or you just don't want the people that are watching?
No, I just don't want to talk to you about it.
Oh, gotcha. Just me.
Yeah, sir. How about this, sir? Let me ask you a question. Like, when's your next period?
What?
When's your next period? Your next menstruation cycle?
Whoa! How dare you? How dare you assume my gender?
I didn't assume your gender. So you don't want to answer the question? So you don't want to answer the question. So it means that you really just don't want all these people to know it. So you're hiding something, sir. So you're hiding something from all these people because you're scared, right? No, sir, you're not doing that because it's a personal question.
Yeah,
And it's none of anybody else's business.
Yes,
I hope that you have.
I am a woman. God
I didn't say
damn,
you were a
I'm
woman, sir. Actually, I've called you sir this entire time.
The next 12 years.
I've never made a claim whether you're a woman or a man, sir.
What does that matter? What's the matter if you're a man or a woman?
It doesn't. Okay. But I was just giving you an example of other
Exactly.
very personal questions
right?
that don't need to be answered on live. Sound good?
What?
What?
What'd you say?
What did you say?
Well, you asked me if I was a man or a woman.
No, I didn't.
You asked me when my menstrual period was.
I did ask that.
Yeah, I'm a woman.
I didn't assume that you were a man or a woman based off of that, sir. I would never do that.
Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Of course you wouldn't. Is your wife a man or a woman?
I am not married.
No, you have a kid.
Correct.
Dude, I watched you.
You know that you do not need to have a marriage certificate in order to have a kid.
Oh,
you can just be out there fucking, bro. It's so easy. It is crazy how low the bar is for people to be able to have kids. You can literally just show the fuck up, dude. You could just show the fuck up. Isn't that wild? We should make more rules on that. Honestly, we really should.
What?
Like this guy can just go out there and just make a child.
What do you have to do to have a kid?
Huh?
What do you have to do to have a
Sir,
kid?
if you don't know that answer, then I would advise you call your dad back and have him teach you, okay?
What do you have to do?
What do I have to do?
What is in the
Well, first I have to pop a couple pills that I got at a gas station.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
What?
Wait.
I can't. I'm sorry. I was holding that as hard as I fucking can. Holy shit. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm right. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right, sorry y'all. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I couldn't do that anymore. Like I was. It's so stupid, dude. All right, we're gonna move on to the next caller. Keep this thing going. Sorry about that. Except, thank you so much. Said, how is this caller a real person? Send help. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Yo, please make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate you guys. If you guys like to support, I do have super chats, super stickers, pay links in the bio. Roxy, thank you so much for that $1 I saw over there. Said, just a little tip for making me laugh. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Roxy. If you'd like to support over on TikTok, I have the live gift goal. I also have my gift gallery, which I was going to try to clear. I think this might be like 3 weeks in a row if I clear it. That's super exciting. I did the hat and mustard. I think I need like 6 of those from one person. That was probably a hard one to start the week off on, but I gave it a shot. Also, I have super chats, super stickers, all that fun stuff. So we're going to go through a few of those, then we're going to move on to the next caller. Tad, thank you so much for the $5. Said the more condescending the caller is, the dumber they are. If it isn't the elbow ditch, it's the elbow crack. Most of the people here don't even know what you're referring to, which makes it funnier because that was like an hour ago, I think. So that's so much more funny. Anyway, Scott, thank you so much for the 5. The elbow crack. Or elbow pit? Elbow ditch? Elbow pit. I'm going to go with elbow pit. Scott said, do you think the keys were shot down due to lack of communication from the U.S.? I don't know, but the jets. That has to be it, right? Like there's no other, there has to have been a miscommunication between the U.S. and the Kuwaitis. I don't see how that wasn't it. I mean, I don't know any of it. I just am guessing. Carolyn, thank you so much for the $10. Said, stop, I am getting dumber listening to Walmart Man. Walmart Man, that's a good. Carl was Walmart Man, by the way. Delissa, thank you so much for the $5. Said MAGA cult colors are now reaching way up their asses to try to argue and debate you. Yeah, it's getting pretty bad. Shush said, you see these MAGA core beliefs are rules for thee, not me. Yeah. I mean, Donald Trump told us how many times, like, no wars in the Middle East, no regime change wars. Like, it's just Carl. I think of those memes from like Walking Dead. Anyways, yeah, that's all they've been doing, Shush. They said, keep smooth talking us. I'm here to listen. I'm a smooth talker, apparently. I am a fast talker. I don't know about smooth talker. Go on, said, holy shit, I'm getting contact stupid. That will happen with some of the guests. You just gotta walk out of the room for a bit. It'll go away. Truth is, I have to donate to the Rage Bait Funds, Paulie. Thank you for making my day. I do appreciate that, Truth. Hey, I'm out here to have the real conversations, okay? Like what kind of pills we buy at gas stations. These are important things, okay? So, I don't know what kind of pills you buy. I like the chewables. Dax, thank you so much for the laughing disco. And Wendy, thank you so much for the floating heart. I really appreciate that. Is that not where you guys get yours? I know they got like hymns and stuff now, but you should try comedy. I know I'd be good at the crowd work. I think I'd nail the crowd work. Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Awesome. How old are you?
21.
Not in dog years.
I'm 21 years old.
What year were you born?
1999.
Damn, that's not even close, bro.
Hey, I'm 80. I'm 80.
Common Core math has failed us. Common Core math has failed us. 1999. 1999. That's crazy, dude. It couldn't even like, it's 2026, man. Like, how can it? Anyways. Hello, how are you?
Hello, sir. I'm good. How's your day going?
Great. How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 29 years old, sir.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yeah, I support the politics and those things.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, I'm just watching your channel. I just want to call you and talk to you.
Yeah, you're doing
So
that right now.
no. I'm not supporting the Trump. I'm an immigrant, so I don't talk about what are the internal politics are happening about the Trump and everything. But I'm just talking about the how the world will look the America. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, cool. I'm not interested in that. We're gonna move on to the next person. I don't know what that was. Hello, how are you? All right, goodbye. Yeah, I do not exactly know what that was. Is that the same guy from last night who didn't go here? I'm not sure. Hello, how are you? Where did I put my phone?
It's insane.
Yeah, I'd like to debate, please. Why is
Awesome.
smaller
You
better?
should join your high school debate class.
Oh no, please. I wanna.
Yeah, if you'd like to debate, you can go to your high school debate class, and there's tons of, you know what I'm saying?
I saw the camera off, so I went left, even
Hello.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
I have draws older than them. Buy new draws. How old are you?
26.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, why is that?
Because of the recent stuff that happened. And shout out to my Christian Iranians, the Persians. Then apart from that, just a higher. It took a while, but a higher standard for Latinos.
All right. Why do you support any of that shit? I don't really care.
We'll talk about what you care, right? Sounds like you're folding already, so you can keep it short if you want.
Oh my God, you have already bored me. That's impressive. Usually it takes a few minutes to do that. I have a pretty high tolerance for stupidity, and it took you less than a minute to bore me.
No, I think you're just trauma dumping because I think you have a boring life, like a personal life, and I think.
And you're trying to fill that gap, big boy.
Yeah. You said what?
Trying to fill that gap, big boy. Is that what you came up here to talk about? My feelings. You trying to get in my pants, sir?
No.
Sir, if you're trying to get in my pants, there's better ways to do it. We've all graduated middle school.
No,
you can just, sir, please,
I won't be your first.
sir, please just come on up and just be like, look, sir, I think that you're hot and I'd really like to get in your pants. And I'd be like, no, because you sound dumb, but I will still appreciate, I'll still I'll blush a little bit because even if you get approached by someone kind of stupid, it's still nice to get the compliment. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to turn that down. All right. So I'm just saying.
Let's keep it real. Are you married? Yes or no? Because.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good, and you?
Yeah, I'm good. How old are you?
64.
That's a lot of years. How old? Do you still support Trump?
1962, in case you want to ask.
I was not going to ask, sir. I'm usually pretty good at telling the difference. Anyways, do you still support Trump?
1999 had me laugh.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. So you do still support Trump?
Yes, I do support Trump.
Awesome. And why is that?
Because he's the president of the United States.
So
the same
fucking
reasons
what?
that I supported Joe Biden, the same reasons I supported Bill Clinton, Obama, Bush, because that's who the majority of the country voted for. And as American citizens, you should stand up and support the person who got the job.
First of all, the majority of American citizens didn't vote him in, by the way.
About, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. But it used to be that Democrats and Republicans could work together.
Yeah. And then we voted in Trump.
They don't even try.
Why would I try, sir? Why would I try to work with fascists?
No, I'm glad.
I do too, and I called Trump out when he's an idiot, and granted, that might be
So just
often,
all
but
day, every day?
no, come on. You've got to admit he's done some good things.
Like what?
No, I asked you to admit it, not me.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me something to actually, tell me that he did was good.
Okay. He closed the southern border.
It was already closed, sir.
No, it wasn't. Come on.
Yes, it was, sir.
Are you serious? Was that after the 10 million people came across, or?
There haven't been like barely that many more people than that have come over in 50 years.
See, but now you're just not being honest at all.
I am being honest, sir. There is about 12 to 14 total undocumented immigrants in the United States that have come in over the last 50 years.
How many?
12 to 14 million.
12 to 14 million in what period of time?
50 years.
Oh. Right. Okay. You are delusional then.
I'm delusional
I
because
we were gonna have
literally
an honest
Donald, sir,
conversation, but-
sir,
So
you know
how
these are
many
the,
of you say
hey,
came in the last 4 years?
hello. You know, these are the numbers that the actual, like Customs and Border Protection and ICE and CDC under the Trump administration released, right? These are
How many
their
came in the
numbers. These
last
are the
4 years?
Trump administration's numbers.
How many came in the last 4 years?
Probably around 3 million.
Probably. So you don't know.
Well, of course we don't know, sir.
You
We
told me
can't
you
tell
had
you
the
the
stats,
exact
you had all
number.
the information, but
Sir,
now
how
it's
many
only
people have come
probably?
in under the Trump administration undocumented?
In this administration?
Yeah.
In this? None.
That's a lie.
Undocumented?
Yeah. The correct answer, sir, is we don't know. That's the correct answer. That's the correct answer because there's no possible way to know the exact number because it's all estimated. Because we cannot possibly tell you a number of people that we don't see.
I really thought we were going to have a genuine conversation.
I thought we were too, sir, and you're
It's obvious
refusing to
that
fucking
you're not
have
able to
one.
do that.
Sir, can you please give me, sir, can you please give me an answer? Explain this to me, okay? Just out of curiosity. Can you please tell me how we count the number of people we don't see?
Oh, I totally agree.
No. I don't want to hear any of that shit because I've tried to have a general conversation with you and you have refused to do so. Sir, nope. I am treating you as fucking hostile since you want to be a little bitch about it. And every single time I try to have a general conversation about something, you're like, I thought we were going to have a good conversation instead of actually just having a conversation. So now I will treat you like the hostile witness you are. I was trying to be nice, but if you want to be a dick, I can be a bigger one. So now you will answer my fucking question. Can you please explain to me how we count the number of people that we do not see?
Eddie, he was protesting.
See, that's not an answer, sir. See, I have you muted. You're just wasting your breath screaming. Okay? No one can fucking hear you. Okay? I can't even hear you. I can just see that you're screaming because I can see that little bar going across, pinned the fuck out. So you are literally wasting your breath. You might as well be screaming at the fucking wall right now because that is the exact same amount of people that are hearing you right now. Okay? So whenever you're done screaming and I can see that, then I'll ask my question and then you'll answer it. And if you don't answer it, then I'll just mute you again. Okay, it's so easy for me. Okay, cool. How do we calculate the number of people that we don't see?
Easy. You divide by 7, multiply by 9, times pi? I think so. Yeah, that's it.
Wow. Is this really the best MAGA has left to offer? Is this you did? Is this literally the best that MAGA has left to offer? Okay. You know, there used to be some intelligent ones of you guys, right? There used to be a few of you guys that actually had a few brain cells. Okay. And now this is what we're left with. Just bottom of the barrel, scraping the fucking toilet of fucking people. Right? So here's what's going to happen, sir. I'm going to ask you the question one more time. I'm going to unmute you and I'm going to ask you a question. If you don't answer the question genuinely, the next thing you'll hear is me hanging up the phone, okay? Because I have better things to do with my time than listen to a 60-something-year-old man literally make a complete ass of himself, okay? So we're going to try this again. How do you calculate the number of people that you don't see?
Tell me how Pretty was.
Nope, that wasn't it. Nice try. I gave it a shot. I gave it a hell of a shot. Oh, Ari probably has more patience for him. I don't have any. I have 0. 96, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Said Charlie Brown is way older than that guy and he does not need gas station pills. You don't know what Charlie Brown needs. Look, Charlie Brown ended up with a little bit of a habit. Okay. It started affecting his abilities to perform. Okay. And so now Charlie's just trying to make his way through life. Okay. He's doing the best he can. All right. He's doing the best that he can. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. We're going to move on to who we got over here. Snoopy is okay. Don't worry. All right. He's all right.
It's insane.
96 was the realest motherfucker. Snoopy has a way bigger heart than any MAGA can. Charlie Brown has never met. Wait, did I say heart? Oh shit. God damn. Poor Snoop. Poor Snoop. Now you're making me feel bad for him. Now you're making me feel bad for him. Oh shit. I just hung up on somebody. That was an accident. I didn't mean to hang up on you. Maura, thank you so much for the $2. I really appreciate that. That's very sweet. Thank you so much. FFT, thank you so much for the $2. Kids in MAGA have way too much free time. It's because they don't have jobs anymore. Because they don't have jobs anymore. Yeah, that's what happened. All right, y'all. Well, I think that last caller was probably enough for me. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of the night off. But I will see you guys tomorrow after my daughter's tennis game, whenever the hell that is. All right. So I will talk to you guys later and tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.